Good to be here. Good to feel a little rested. Ready to go.
How'd you feel that last lap, 58 seconds?
I had no clue. Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. That's what it's going to take in a couple days, I think. Except we'll be about, 10, 15 seconds faster in the first 3 laps. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it's going to take.
What have you learned from your previous trials experiences that you take into this one? Is this meet different from regular USAs?
I think all USAs sort of just feel the same. Of course, there is added pressure with it being an Olympic year, but at the end of the day, I would say my experience just helps me remember it's supposed to be really hard, and I go into it embracing that because at the end of the day, it's a huge honor to make the team, so we want it to be really difficult.
Mm-hmm. Is there less pressure having made a team before, an Olympic team?
I would say yes. I saw one of Anna Hall's posts when she just made the team, and it was like, finally I can breathe. And that's what I told my family 3 years ago. I feel like I didn't know it before, but I took the first deep breath of my life when I made the Olympic team. So it's sort of like a paradigm shift. There's life before being an Olympian and after for a lot of us. And for me, I'm in the after, which, there is less pressure, but it's still, I want to do it again. Yeah.
How do you feel? Yeah. Are you happy with where you're at fitness-wise coming into this meet?
Absolutely. I got a little bit later of a start than I wanted. I got pretty sick in March, so that was frustrating looking at my first few races. But realistically, my coach and I are like, usually my best races are in that 4th to 7th or 8th range, and USA's happens to be my 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I felt good about that, at least. I'm glad I started when I did.
Do you feel like a veteran here?
I definitely do. I can't believe I say that, but I made my first team over 10 years ago, so it's been a while. So yeah, I do.
Does that kind of help you in terms of experience and how it feels to kind of step on the track and be ready to compete?
Well, you know what? It's fine. I'm a big sister. I have 2 little sisters and 1 older sister, but I love being an older sister, and when we're down under the stadium right now, there's a couple of college girls that are nervous, and we know each other, of course, and just to be able to I have to be the older, I have to be the big girl, and say you're gonna do great. And I think that takes the pressure off of me because I've done this over 10 times. I kind of need to have my shit together a little bit, and it's I remember being that 19-year-old. So I think that takes the pressure off for sure, because I want to be tough for them and show them it's okay, you've done this before. I don't know. I hope it helps. But yeah.
Does that shift at any point, or you want to be competitive? Competing with these people are getting advice to. So how
yeah. Well, it's funny because I can think of the women who I looked up to, and I could name a dozen, but Sarah Brown, Shannon Roberry, and they were so nice to me in call rooms, and it's I just want to be like that, and I still have memories of that. So I don't know. I think it's sort of my job a little bit. Yeah.
How do you feel about having 5 straight Olympic trials in Eugene, 4 straight US championships, coming back here every year?
Honestly, the facility is second to none. I've run in most of the big track meets around the world, and this stadium it's the best, really. Of course, it's tough to get to Eugene, and I feel bad for my family sometimes having to come here every year, but because it's expensive. But at the same time, I love routine. I think most of us are creatures of habit, so I think it's good for us in that way.
Is that the only drawback, the expense? Are there any other cons to it?
Yeah, I think that, honestly, there's great fans here. When we were just on the starting line, they cheer for each person. I've been to stadiums where it's dead silent for people who don't have a tie to that place, so it's nice. They love everybody, so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Cory.